You seemed a little confused as to how my landing pages and drip emails were working. So here is a quick video. The easiest way to do it rather than try to go to a Facebook ad is just to show you what happens. This is my blog, and as you can see, there's a lot of posts here. If you went to this, it's Wapaka Chain, WAPACA chain info, and I just drive down the road and I snap these pictures like this is a waterfront house going up. So I just write a quick caption. I do it right off my phone. I've got a WordPress app on my phone, and then I've got it set up so it posts right over to my Facebook page also. So that's where I get all my Facebook stuff, as it actually comes off the blog. And then, like snowmobiling's big here. I'm sure you'll laugh about that. That's an ad that I run that clicks to a landing page. Uh, this was a post on somebody else's Facebook page, so I just copied it into mine. It's a popular restaurants all tore out in town, so it was a quick picture. Then what I do is I put up sales reports. So I do some graphs. Those are just done in Excel, and I write a couple paragraphs. Track. Then I was driving down the road. There's a little groomer that goes down, packing a trail for snowshoeing and cross country skiing. So I put that on there. People like cross country skiing. That's another sales report, just number of transactions, traces it back into the recession. Um, these I use a service called realsatisfied.com. Send people a survey, get them to write something nice about me. I send them a gift card to do that, and then I put them on here. Didn't have anything much to write about that week, so just took a drone picture that came off of one of the houses I have for sale. One of the restaurants in town is moving location, so I just cut that off their Facebook page. Another testimonial. This is one that I have for sale, and I use a thing called sliders pictures, and it sets up all the pictures into um, my WordPress blog. So it's just kind of shows that, hey, I got a real nice listing. Okay, describe it. The sellers like that because I'm promoting it. Then every time a property sells, I put either a map or a picture and I talk about it. I don't put, because there's only about 20 sales on this waterfront area in a year. Polar plunge, you like that? Yeah, they jump in the water, they melt the ice out. Everybody jumps in on January 1st, so I put a couple pictures, link some things. Story comes out in the local newspaper. I paraphrase it, put a little cut in, and then link it back to the newspaper. And that's that. So anyway, up to the top here, this is the same as a Facebook ad going to a landing page. So it says get a complete list of chain homes for sale, because there's no other way to get this list, Jerry, because there's 14 different lakes to search. So there's no way to say on realtor.com, give me all the Wapaka chain houses. So this is what I call my long version landing page. So this is a long version. Again, you click here and it's all through lead pages. You know the deal. Type in your email address, blah blah blah. Okay. Then what I do is I also have what I call the short version. So I'm doing an A/B test. Okay. So this is the short version. Get a complete list of all waterfront properties for sale, and so including the chain. They just type in their email address right there. Click go. The guy from Lead Pages did a webinar. He said this is the highest converting page they have, so I'm giving it a try. Okay. So anyway, it's an A/B test. You probably understand that. So then that's the long version. Then what happens is I in that first email that you got, it goes to, you can't see it, but it goes to Wapaka chain realestate.com. And then remember, it asks you for the password, and that's an MLS thing that I won't go into. But anyway, then you're back inside of my blog here, and here's the list of all the chain properties for sale. And if you click on, say, chain mid price right here, that button, it jumps to and it gives you all of the houses that are for sale between, I think mid price is 475 to 750. If you click right here on where it says Crestwood Drive right there, if you click on that, it brings up the full MLS listing sheet with all the pictures for that property. So what we've done basically is we linked in the MLS sheet for each one of these properties for sale. Okay, so then if you say, well, I'm not interested in the chain because they're too expensive, and you want to go to Spencer Lake, for instance, which is a little less expensive water skiing lake, you click on Spencer and there's one for sale on Akron Drive. You click on Long Lake. There again, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 listed there for sale. Okay, if you click on the address, again, you get the full MLS sheet. So what we've done is, like I said, there's only a couple changes on these. These are all loaded in through what we call a loader program. So there's a back end behind this. To load a house, once we have the PDF, we just have to put this information right here, put a picture, put this, click on the lake and put the price in. It's like 5 minutes per listing to load these things up once we have the MLS PDF. Okay, so then if there's a change, we check them all on Sunday through auto responder. You know, if there's a new house on the chain, we have it set up that my assistant gets an email and then she just goes in here and in the loader program and loads these. So they go in pretty quick. So that's that. And then again, you saw this series of 3 emails. The first one goes immediately that gets you this information and also a buyer's report. The second one gives you some more information and some more analytics. And then the third one's kind of the buyer's agency one. The other thing that I wanted to show you that we do that's kind of cool is that we run a sign. It didn't come up. Sorry about that. Hold on just a second here. We use this in our listing presentations, but for all of our higher end properties, what we do is we put a sign topper on that says this is a house that's for sale on Lake Poygan. And you can go here after you look at this, but it's lakepoygan.info. It says peek inside, smartphone ready. So if they type that in, what happens is they go to sorry to jump around here. They go to a website for that particular property. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you is lakepoygan.info. They type that into their phone, tablet, or PC. It's all optimized. You go back inside my blog, but you go to a page that is just for that property. Lake Poygan, completely remodeled and updated year-round home. And what it does is it starts with some basic pictures and a quick description. Okay, this takes about 20 minutes per house because we've got a loader program built for this too. We had a high-end programmer do that in India. So here's the house right here with that arrow. These are again drone pictures which we use. Complete description, and then I stick a few more pictures. See, there's the sign, and I didn't have the topper on it yet. There's the lake behind it. So again, I stick some nice drone pictures in. Okay, and then what happens is there's all these buttons here for just this house. So we call this this is a custom URL driven inside of my blog. So if you want to see more pictures of the house, you just click right there. Here's 5 more pictures of the inside of the house. See, I kind of do outside and inside on 2 different buttons. If you want to see a map of the house, where it's located, GIS maps, you're familiar with that, or my drone maps. Okay, this one has 2 properties, one on the lake and one across the street. So we've got all maps and everything. We've got the data sheet linked, which is the MLS sheet, the tax sheet, which you're familiar with. We linked a PDF of the survey. And then this is kind of cool. What we do is we do visual tours. So it starts out with the back of the house. one that is that we have listed. It's $3.1 million, and again, these were professional photographer pictures here. Actually, the woman that owns this place is a professional photographer, so she did the photos. So anyway, what we do is we got a sign topper out front again that tells people where to go, and it sends them to Wapaka. And if you want to check this one, it's kind of cool. It's Wapaka, Waupaca, round Round lake.com. And again, it does the same thing. We've got all the data here and more pictures. And again, 20 minutes to load these up once we get all the pictures, maps, all that stuff cut out. So anyway, what we're doing is, so what's happening is somebody's driving down the road, they see the sign topper, this is a real popular house, so they want to know what's going on. So they go wapakaroundlake.com on their phone or when they get home, and boom, they're inside of my blog. And the trick is, once I get them inside the blog here, then they click on these landing pages again that are like the Facebook ones. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is drive hits to the landing pages from my blog and from Facebook. And I also use Craigslist and billboards and mailings, so everything runs to a landing page. So anyway, I thought maybe that would help you understand what's going on